Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 1991 playoffs in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We're just about ready to start Game 1 of the National League Championship Series between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. We'll take a look at our most updated brackets so far. In the American League, the Oakland Athletics lead the Kansas City Royals 1-0 in the American League Championship Series. If you have been following the replay, the American League felt a little bit more open to me in this replay, where it could have come down to any one of these four teams that made it into the Division Series round. Whereas in the NLCS, as we're getting ready for Game 1 between the Dodgers and the Pirates tonight, I kind of had the sense from pretty early on that, okay, it's going to come down to these two teams when it's all said and done. And sure enough, that's where we are tonight to start with. So, let's go ahead and meet the starting pitcher. First up for the Dodgers. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is their number one starter, Mike Morgan. 14-10 with a 2.78 ERA, 236 and a third innings pitched, 197 hits, 12 homers, 61 walks, and 140 strikeouts in 91. He'll be charged with keeping a very powerful Pirates lineup in check for Game 1. Speaking of the Pirates, let's go meet their starting pitcher, and we'll take our first look at Three Rivers Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates is their number one starter, Doug Drabek. 15-14 with a 3.07 ERA, 234 and two-thirds innings pitched, 245 hits, 16 homers, 62 walks, and 142 strikeouts in 91. Three Rivers Stadium, exactly the same to both sides, pitcher's park, so it doesn't really matter what side switch hitters are batting on tonight to try to take advantage of a wheelhouse, but it's really, we'll just say it for tonight that they're batting opposite. So against a against a right-handed pitcher, switch hitters would be batting lefty. We'll just do it that way, because like I said, it doesn't really matter with an equal wheelhouse on both sides. But in more important terms, we can move back over to the main game area and check the shot over there. The pregame festivities are wrapping up at Three Rivers Stadium. Not an empty seat to be found in the stadium tonight. We're expecting another sellout for Game 1 of the NLCS. As the fans finish filing in, let's play ball. As the Pirates get loose in the field, let's take our first look at the Dodgers' starting lineup. Leading off tonight, we have Lenny Harris at third base, Gary Carter's catching, Darryl Strawberry is in right field, Brett Butler is in center field, Cal Daniels is in left field, Juan Samuel is at second base, Alfredo Griffin's at shortstop, Stan Javier is at first base, and Mike Morgan will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card 3. And that's the lineup Doug Drabek is charged with tonight. Leading off for the Dodgers, we have Lenny Harris. Hit 2 of his 3 homers against right-handed pitching in 91. We are going to be using black, gold, and white dice. Pirates are the home team. Game 1 of the NLCS. 2 best teams in both the National League and the Majors. About to start Game 1. Winning team gets home field advantage for the World Series as well. Who will strike first in Game 1? There's only one way to find out, and the only way we find that out is to start this series the way we start every game, and that's with the first pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 48, and that's going to be a ground ball over to first base. Getting to that one is going to be Merced. He'll take it to the bag himself for the first out of the inning, and the National League Championship Series is officially underway. Next up, we've got Gary Carter. 3 of his 6 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Drabek will look in at slot for the sign. Drabek will wind up, and here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 15, and Carter's going to swing through a curveball for strike 3 for the second out of the inning. In case anybody is wondering, I'll talk very briefly about how I do called versus swinging third strikes in this game. So on a batter card, I'll actually take the strikeout range for whatever side they're on, and I'll cut it in half. Anything lower than the halfway point I call a called third strike, whereas anything that's above it is theoretically chasing toward a hit, so I call that a swinging third strike, just so you know the difference there. Anyway, next up we've got Darryl Strawberry, 17 of his 28 homers, coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Drabek looking into slot for the sign. Drabek will set, here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 18, and Strawberry will continue the inning with a base hit as he gets that one out of the infield. Remember back to Game 3 of the NLDS for the Dodgers. They had a lot of trouble with 2 outs. Anyway, coming in to bat next is going to be Brett Butler. Butler hit both of his homers in 91 against right-handed pitching. Drabek looking over to Strawberry at first. Strawberry is a C3, which means he's a normal chance. Jump of 4 against a hold of 10. Strawberry is going to stay put. They're not going to try to run themselves out of the inning. Drabek will look into slot for the sign. He will set, glance over to Strawberry, turn back to the plate. Drabek will kick, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 65, and that's going to be a fly ball into left field. Bonds moving in for that one slightly, but he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Dodgers. The score is now LA 0, Pittsburgh coming to bat. And while the Dodgers now start to get loose in the field, we'll take our first look at the Pirates starting lineup tonight. Leading off, we've got Orlando Merced at first base. Gary Redus is in right field. Barry Bonds is in left field. We just had to call his name getting out of the inning. Bobby Bonilla is at third base. He's a very formidable bat. Andy Van Slyke is in center field. Don Slaught is catching. Jay Bell is at shortstop. Jose Lind is at second base. And Doug Drabek will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card 9. And that's the lineup Mike Morgan is going to have to deal with tonight. Leading off for the Pirates, we've got Orlando Merced. All 10 of his homers coming against right-handed pitching. And Morgan and Drabek tonight are, of course, both righties. Morgan will look in to Carter for the sign. Morgan will set, he will wind up, and here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 69, and it's going to be a ground ball over to second. Samuel will get to that one without any trouble. He'll throw it over to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Gary Redus. He hit 2 of his 7 homers against right-handed pitching. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 4 is going to be an in-play 93. It's a fly ball into left field. Daniels ranging to his right for that one, but he'll get that for the second out of the inning. And here comes Barry Bonds to the plate. 18 of his 25 home runs coming against right-handed pitching. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a tough 63, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Griffin will get to that one. He'll fire it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the bottom of the first, and we are scoreless after 1. Top of the second, and we'll see the middle of the Dodgers order due up next. Drabek will finish his warm-up tosses as stepping into the batter's box will be Cal Daniels, 11 of his 17 home runs coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Drabek will get the sign from Slaught. Here's the windup. Here comes the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 50. That's going to be a ground ball over to third. Bonilla ranging to his left for that one. He'll throw it across the diamond to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Juan Samuel, 5 of his 12 home runs coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Drabek looking into Slaught for the sign. Three River Stadium buzzing. Here's the Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 60, and Samuel will get a hold of that one, get that out of the infield, and that will be a base hit. Bonds will come in for that one, and he'll throw it back into the infield. The Pirates will move to double play depth here. Stepping into the batter's box next is Alfredo Griffin. No homers in 91. Samuel is a C3, which we established was a normal chance. They're going to keep him at first. They're tempted to run, but he probably could get the jump, but the C is not a great chance. Drabek will look into slot for the sign. Drabek will set. He'll glance over to Samuel at first. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 26. Just a touch too high. That's going to be popped up on the infield. Lind will come under that one, ranging to his left for that one. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. Here's Stan Javier, his only homer in 91, coming against right-handed pitching. Drabek trying to get out of the inning with no damage. Drabek will look over to Samuel at first. Turn back to Javier. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is an in-play 34, and it's going to be popped up on the infield once again. This time, that'll be Merced getting under that one. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Dodgers, and we still have no score after 1.5. And we're looking at the middle of the Pirates' order due up next. Morgan will finish his warm-up tosses as Bobby Bonilla will step into the batter's box to lead off the bottom of the second. Bonilla hit 4 of his 18 home runs against right-handed pitching. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 3 is a ballpark check. 77 is in play, though. Let's see what Bonilla can do with this one. 93 is going to sky that one into left field. Daniels won't have to move too far for that one. Maybe take a couple of steps in, but he'll make the catch without any problems, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Andy Van Slyke. 13 of his 17 homers coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Both pitchers pitching well tonight so far. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 2 is going to be a tough 26, and Van Slyke's going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that will be the second out of the inning. Next up is Don Slaught, his only homer coming against right-handed pitching in 91. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will wind up, and here's the pitch. 12 is a wheelhouse 10, and the Pirates are going to strike first with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to right field. Strawberry will go back for that one. He'll be back to the track, back to the wall, and that's just barely going to clear the fence. Home run, Don Slaught. And the score is now 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Morgan served that one up, and Slaught was able to just power that one out of here. Here's Jay Bell, 10 of his 16 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Morgan's got to have a short memory on that one. 1-0 Pirates. Stadium buzzing in Game 1 of the NLCS. 2 outs in the inning, though. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is going to be a ballpark 54. That's in play, though. Let's see what Bell can do with this one. What he's going to do with that one is extend the inning with a base hit. He'll get that one out of the infield. And here's Jose Lind, 1 of his 3 homers coming against right-handed pitching. Bell is a C3, also a normal chance. Jump of 4 against a hold of 9. The Pirates are going to hold Bell. They don't want to try to get run out of the inning. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is going to be an in-play 13. And Lind is going to continue the inning with a base hit. Let's see what happens here. Soft blooper into the left field. Runner on first advances one base. Bell will find himself on second. That'll be an S7 for Lind. And he'll be on first. And here's Doug Drabick. Of course, on the pitcher hitting cards, we don't have any individual batting stats for the pitchers. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign on how to handle Drabick. Drabick looking to help his own cause here. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 10, and he will help his own cause with ball as he works a walk out of the at-bat, and the bases are now full of Pirates. Morgan committing a cardinal sin. The question is, will that come back to haunt the Dodgers? Because here's Merced with no place to put him. Merced grounded out his first time up. Three Rivers Stadium is buzzing here. They know they've got a possibility to blow this game wide open already in the bottom of the second. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. He will look around at the bases being full of Pirates. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a defense check. Somebody's got to play defense. Where's that ball being hit? That ball is being hit to second base on an error chance. Going after that one is going to be Samuel. His error rating is a 3. And that's a 43. He's gonna make. He won't make an error. He'll make the play on that one, and that'll be a ground ball over to. That'll be a ground ball to Samuel. He'll get that one, and that will retire the side. Stadium groans. Ugh. But 1 run on 3 hits, a walk, and a solo homer by Don Slaught, and the score is now 1-0 Pittsburgh after 2. Fans know the Pirates probably should have had more out of that, but as it is, the Pirates are going to leave them loaded. Will that come back to haunt them? We'll find out soon enough. Top of the third coming up, and we'll see the top of the Dodgers order due up next. Drabick finishes his warm-up tosses as his offense has managed to stake him to a 1-0 lead. Leading off the top of the third is Mike Morgan. Once again, no individual batting stats. Drabick will look into slot for the sign. Drabick will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is going to be a patient 84, and that's going to be a ground ball over to short. Bell will get to that one. He'll fire it over to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Harris. Harris tonight is 0-for-1. He grounded out to first his first time up. 1-0 Pittsburgh, game 1 of the NLCS. Winning team takes initial control of this series. Drabick will look in to slot for the sign. Drabick will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 2 is going to be a patient 28, and that's going to be ball 4 as a curveball misses, and Harris gets a 1-out walk out of the equation. Here's Gary Carter. Carter today is 0-for-1. Pirates will go to double play depth. Lenny Harris is a B3, so he is a very good chance to steal. Jump of 4 against the hold of 10. Jump of 4, hold of 10. Do they want to try to send him here? Carter's got pretty good power. They're going to let him swing. Drabick will look in at slot for the sign. Here's the windup. Drabick will set. Here's the pitch. 11 is a patient 32. And against a righty, Carter's going to get a hold of that one for a base hit. Let's see what happens here. Grounder up the middle into center field. Runner on first advances 1 base. So that'll be an S8 for Carter. And Harris will end up at second on the single. And here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry extended the first with a single, so he's 1-for-1. Now could they send Harris to try to move him into scoring position? Strawberry's got even better power. They're going to let him swing. Drabek will look in at slot for the sign. Three Rivers Stadium suddenly nervous. They're hoping for a good pitch here. Drabek in a little bit of a jam. Harris at second, Carter at first, Strawberry at the plate. Drabek will get the sign from slot. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 3 is going to be a defense check. That ball is hit to shortstop. Going after that one is going to be Bell on a possible error check. His error rating is a 2. And he's got that one. That will be, let's see what kind of out it is. That'll be a ground ball. They'll take the fielder's choice on that one. So they'll go to third with that one, as Harris will be thrown out. That'll be a G6 fielder's choice. Other runners move up, but there are now 2 outs in the inning. And here's Butler. Butler tonight flew out his first time up. So actually, hold on. No, Harris should be out. Carter should be at second. Strawberry should be at first. Now I've got that straight. Right. Fielder's choice. Harris got thrown out. Okay. Got it all sorted out now. Drabek will look in at slot for the sign. Drabek will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be an in-play 26. And that's going to be a base hit for Butler. Let's see what happens on the base paths. Sharp liner into center field. So actually, Carter will score automatically on the play. Runner on first will advance 1 base. Butler will will make it to first, safe on the base hit. So Carter will score. Butler's safe at first. Strawberry's at second. And this game is now tied at 1. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Cal Daniels. Daniels today is 0-for-1. He grounded out his first time up. Three Rivers Stadium, hoping Drabek doesn't completely collapse here. Drabek will look over to Strawberry at second. Butler at first. Daniels at the plate. Drabek will turn and get the sign from slot. Drabek will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 21, and the slider freezes Daniels for strike 3, side retired. But damage has been done. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk, and we are tied heading into the bottom of the third. Although if you're Pirates fans, you want this section coming up in a tie game. Maybe not this early, but here's Gary Reedus. Reedus today flew out his first time up. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will set. He will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 61, and that's going to be ball 4 for Reedus. He will work a walk out of the at-bat. The Dodgers infield will go to double play depth, as here's Barry Bonds. Bonds today also grounded out his first time up. Reedus is a B3, which makes him a very good chance. Jump of 5 against a hold of 9. They're going to see if he can get the jump. Even though Bonds doesn't hit into a lot of double plays, Reedus is going to try to move into scoring position. He needs a 70 or less to get the jump. That's a 71, so Reedus will actually stay put. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Bonds will look in for the pitch. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 94. It's a fly ball into right field. Strawberry won't have to move too far back for that one, but he'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Bonilla. Bonilla today is 0-for-1. He flew out his first time up. They're going to try again to send Reedus to second. 70 or less, he gets the jump. That's a 99, so once again, he will not get the jump. Dodgers infield will stay at double play depth. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 38, and that's going to be ball 4. And suddenly Morgan looking to be in a little bit of a jam here. That's the second walk he's given up this inning. The infield will stay at double play depth. Here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke today struck out swinging his first time up. They're going to try to send Reedus to third now on a potential steal. Maybe take away the double play and force the infield in. That's a 48. Reedus is off to third on a very good chance. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, it's a close play. Carter called for a pitch out. He got the pitch out and got it over to third, but Reedus is just barely going to beat the tag, and that'll be a stolen base by Gary Reedus. All of a sudden, that's going to bring the corners in to try to prevent Reedus from scoring, but leave a double play up the middle. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Three Rivers Stadium is buzzing. They're hoping for a good hit. Morgan will get the sign from Carter once I pick dice up, and I find one of my chits from Zero Leader last night. As I was saying, Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 88. That's going to be a ground ball to second. If this isn't a double play, Reedus will score and the Pirates will take the lead. 5 or less, it's a double play. No! Reedus will come in to score on the fielder's choice. That was a ground ball to second. So Bonilla will be thrown out at second. Reedus will come in to score. Van Slyke will reach on the fielder's choice. There are 2 outs in the inning, but the score is now 2-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! And he was the second batter. Okay. Coming into bat now is going to be Don Slaught. Slaught has the solo homer that started our scoring tonight. 2 outs in the inning, though. They're not going to try to send Van Slyke over to second on a steal. Not unless they think they can get it, but they don't trust. They don't think Slyke will make it. So Morgan will turn and deal with Slaught. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 8 is a tough 32. And against a righty, Slaught will get a hold of that one, and that will be a double. Van Slyke will automatically score with 2 outs. Slaught will make it to second. It would be an extra base advance with 2 outs, but it is now 3-1 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Here's Bell. Bell tonight, once I update the line score, Bell is 1 for 1 with a single tonight. Morgan, the Dodgers suddenly looking like they're in a little bit of trouble here. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. 3-1 Pirates, game 1 of the NLCS. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 18, and that's going to be ball 4. Bell will extend the inning with a 2-out walk. And here's Jose Lind. Lind tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. Three Rivers Stadium suddenly buzzing. They're hoping Slaught can get something going here. They're hoping the Pirates can take advantage of this situation. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will set, and here comes the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 77. It's a fly ball into center field. Butler will come in for that one slightly. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 1 hit and 3 walks. That was an F8. Okay. 2 runs on 1 hit and 3 walks, and the score is now 3-0 Pittsburgh, or 3-1 Pittsburgh, I should say, after 3. Top of the 4th coming up, and we'll be looking at the middle of the Dodgers order due up next. Leading off the top of the fourth for the Dodgers is Juan Samuel. Samuel tonight is 1 for 1 with a single. Drabek will look into slot for the sign. Drabek will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 27, and Samuel is going to swing through the high heat. Strike 3, first out of the inning. And here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin popped out his first time up. Drabek staked to a 3-1 lead, trying to make sure the Pirates get the early lead in the series. Drabek will get the sign from slot. Here's the windup, the kick, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 13, and Griffin's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3 and 2 outs in the inning. And next up is Javier. Javier popped out his first time up. Drabek looking in at slot for the sign. Three Rivers Stadium, very happy with what they see so far. Drabek will wind up. Here's the pitch. 9, I should say, is going to be an in-play 83. It's a ground ball to short. Bell will get to that one. He'll fire it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the top of the fourth. Getting ready for the bottom of the fourth and leading off, we'll have Doug Drabek. Drabek has a walk tonight. He did manage to help out his own cause, but the Pirates couldn't take advantage of it. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will wind up, and here's the pitch. 12 is a wheelhouse check. 47, that's just at the top of the range, but that'll be a base hit for Drabek, as he'll lead off the inning with a single. The infield will go straight to double play depth, as here's Merced. Merced tonight is 0 for 2. Drabek not really a threat to do much on the base paths tonight. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 62, and that's going to be just a little bit too high. That's a fly ball into right field. Strawberry coming under that one. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Reedus. Reedus tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Morgan looking over to Drabek at first. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will set. Here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 86. It's a ground ball to short. Getting after that one is going to be Griffin. Let's see if they can turn the double play. It's got to be a 4 or less on 2d6. No! Drabek will be thrown out at second. Reedus will make first on the fielder's choice, and there are 2 outs in the inning. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds tonight is 0 for 2. Reedus, a better chance to steal, but they're not going to try to run themselves out of the inning. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a tough 98. It's a fly ball into right field. Strawberry won't have to move too far for that one. Maybe make a step or two to his left. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Pirates. Score remains 3-0 Pittsburgh after 4. Top of the fifth coming up, and we'll be looking at the top of the Dodgers order due up next. Leading off the top of the fifth, we've got Mike Morgan. Morgan tonight is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his first time up. Drabek will look in to slot for the sign. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 88, and Morgan's going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Here's Harris. Harris tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Drabek will look in at slot for the sign. 3-1 Pirates, game 1. Drabek will get the sign. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 3 is a defense check. Where's that ball being hit to? That ball is hit to third base on an error check. Going after that is Bonilla. His error rating is a 4. And he's got that one. That'll be a ground ball to Bonilla. Bonilla ranging to his right. He'll get that one without any trouble. And he'll fire that over to first for the second out of the inning. And here's Carter. Carter tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Drabek gets the sign from slot. Here's the windup, here's the kick, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 83. It's a ground ball to short. Bell, it'll come right to Bell. He'll fire it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the top of the 5th. Morgan will finish his warm-up tosses as he's looking at the middle of the Pirates' order. Leading off the bottom of the 5th is Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla tonight is 0 for 1 with a walk. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 2 is a tough 48, and that's going to be just a little bit too high. It's going to be a ground ball over to first. Javier will get to that one. He'll take it to the bag himself for the first out of the inning. And here's Van Slyke. Van Slyke is 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. 4 is an in-play 70. It's a ground ball to short. Griffin getting to that one. He'll throw it over to first, and that'll be the second out of the inning. And here's Slot. Slot tonight is 2 for 2 with a homer and a double. He's responsible for most of the Pirates' most if not all of the Pirates' scoring tonight. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan knows a mistake could potentially end up in the seats again. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 10 is going to be a defense check. Where's that one being hit to? That ball is hit to third base. Going after that for the Dodgers is Harris on a possible error check. His error rating is a 3. Oop, wrong dice. There we go. We rolled the right dice and he still got to it. So that'll be a ground ball over to third. Harris will get to that one without any trouble. He'll fire it across the diamond to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the bottom of the 5th. Score remains 3-1 Pirates after 5. Top of the 6th coming up, and we'll be looking at the heart of the Dodgers order due up next. Before we go too much further, I will mention that as this is a weeknight game and not an elimination game, the fast score house rule will be in effect tonight. Drabek will finish up his warm-up tosses as leading off the top of the 5th, 6th. We've got the ever-dangerous Darryl Strawberry. He's been quiet tonight, though. He's 1 for 2 with a single, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Drabek knows, though, a mistake could end up on its way to Mars. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 63, and that'll be a base hit right out of the infield. Strawberry will get a hold of that one, and he'll get on with the leadoff single. Here's Butler. Butler tonight is 1 for 2. The Pirates infield will move to double play depth. Strawberry, not really a threat to do much on the base paths. They're going to leave, actually, are they going to leave him there? He's a C3, which is a normal chance. Never mind. The Dodgers are going to hold Strawberry at first. Infield is at double play depth. Drabek will look for the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 2 is a patient 27, and that's going to be ball 4. And suddenly, Drabek finds himself in a little bit of trouble. He's got runners on first and second with nobody out. And here's Cal Daniels. Daniels tonight is 0 for 2. Drabek hoping to get a good play here. He will get the sign from slot. Drabek will set. Here's the kick. And here's the pitch. 7 is an in-play 48. And that's going to be a ground ball over to third. That'll be over to Bonilla. 6 or less on 2D6. It's a double play. 2 outs. Bonilla will get that one. He'll fire that over to Lind at second. Lind will turn and pivot to Merced at first. 5-4-3 around the horn. That is a twin killing. Strawberry will make it to third, though. But they'll trade that for 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! And here's Juan Samuel. Samuel tonight is 1 for 2 with a single. Drabek hoping to get out of the inning without any damage done. Looks over to Strawberry at third. Pirates still holding a 3-1 lead. Drabek will get the sign from slot. Samuel will wait for the pitch. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 50. And against a righty, Samuel will get a hold of that one for a base hit, and the Dodgers will cut the lead to 1, as Strawberry will score. And the score is now 3-2 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin tonight is 0 for 2. Drabek hoping to keep the damage to the 1 run. Drabek will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 10 is a patient 60. It's a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one will be Reedus. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, a 1 run, 2 hits, and a walk. And the score is now 3-2 in favor of Pittsburgh, heading into the bottom of the 6th. Morgan will be looking at the bottom of the Pirates' order, as Jay Bell will be coming up to bat. Bell tonight is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. 3-2 Pirates. Pittsburgh looking to re-extend the lead. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 4 is an in-play 36, and it's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Harris. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. And here's Lind. Lind tonight is 1 for 2. He's singled and he's flown out. Morgan looking into Carter for the sign. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 62. It's a fly ball into right field. Strawberry will have to range in for that one a bit. He'll make the catch on the run for the second out of the inning. And here's Drabek. Drabek tonight is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign on what to do with Drabek. Morgan will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a patient 92. It's a fly ball into left field. Daniels will take a couple steps in for that one, but he'll slow down. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates in the bottom of the 6th. Score is now 3-2 in favor of Pittsburgh after 6. Top of the 7th coming up, and we'll be looking at the bottom of the Dodgers order due up next. Drabek will finish up his warm-up tosses, as stepping into the batter's box will be Stan Javier. Javier tonight is 0 for 2. Drabek looking a little bit nervous with only a 3-2 lead, but Three River Stadium still very much behind him. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 87. It's a ground ball over to short. Bell won't want to move too far for that one. He'll throw it over to first for the first out of the inning. And here's Morgan. Morgan tonight is 0 for 2. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Drabek will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a ballpark check. 96 is in play. And that's going to be popped up on the infield. Merced will get under that one. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And here's Harris. Harris tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Drabek will get the sign from Slot. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 89. It's a ground ball over to second. Lind will take that one. He'll throw it over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers in the top of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch, and as usual, no torturing you guys with my rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We are looking, though, at the top of the Pirates' order. Due up first, leading off the bottom of the 7th, is Orlando Merced. Merced tonight is 0 for 3. 3-2 Pirates, Game 1 of the NLCS. Three River Stadium buzzing, hoping the Pirates can extend this lead and try to get some insurance out of this. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 3 is a ballpark check. 96 is in play. Let's see what Merced can do with this one. What he can do is lead off the inning with a base hit, as that one's going to get smacked into center field for a leadoff base hit. The infield will go to double play depth, as here's Reedus. Reedus tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. The Pirates, C3, being a normal chance, they're going to leave Merced at first. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. Morgan will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a tough 23, and Reedus is going to swing through a curveball for strike 3. That will be the first out of the inning. And here's Barry Bonds. Bonds tonight is 0 for 3. Morgan will look into Carter for the sign. We're actually going to get some activity in the Dodger bullpen once I remember that fatigue is a thing Morgan needs to be aware of. Who are the Dodgers going to get warming up? They're going to get... They're going to get Steve Wilson warming up in the Dodger bullpen. Let me make a note of that on the score sheet for the Dodgers. Okay, coming back to Barry Bonds. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. Bonds will brace for the pitch. Morgan will set, he will kick, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 77. It's a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one's going to be Butler. He'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. And here's Bonilla. Bonilla tonight is 0 for 2 with a walk. Morgan trying to get the game out of the 7th inning. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 4 is an in-play 11. That is not getting this game out of the inning. Bobby Bonilla is going to have a triple, and Merced will score. Score is now 4-2 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Right, Merced scored on the two-out triple. Score is now 4-2 Pirates as Andy Van Slyke will now step into the batter's box. Van Slyke tonight is 0 for 3. He reached on a fielder's choice way back in the third. Bonilla at third. Morgan looking nervous. Wilson warming up in the bullpen. Morgan will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a tough 61, and it's going to be a fly ball into left field. Daniels will range in for that one slightly, but he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits, and the score is now 4-2 Pirates after 7. Top of the 8th coming up, and we'll be looking at the 2, 3, 4 of the Dodgers order. We're going to have activity in the Pirates bullpen as well, as we're going to get both Stan Belinda and Bob Kipper warming up for the Pirates. They're not sure who they're going to need yet, and Doug Drabick is in his last inning of being able to pitch at full strength, plus he can only give up 1 more run. Anyway, coming in to lead off the top of the 8th for the Dodgers is Gary Carter. Carter tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Drabick has a 4-2 lead. Dodgers looking to cut into this lead. Drabick will get the sign from Slot. Drabick will wind up, and here's the pitch. 4 is a tough 0-0. We're going to have a rare play with the bases empty. Let me find my bases empty tough rare plays. Here we are. Okay. '74. Batter strikes out on a great pitch by the pitcher, but the catcher drops the ball. Roll a D6. If equal to or less than the catcher's E rating, catcher makes an easy throw to first base to secure the strikeout. If the D6 result is higher, catcher throws wildly, allowing the batter to safely reach base. Batter with run rating of 7 or more advances to second on the error, otherwise safe at first. Recorded a strikeout and an E2. Batting team gets an extra out. So Slot's error rating here, is a 2. He stunk. But he will be able to catch that one and make the throw to first to secure the strikeout. So that'll be a swinging strike 3, and that'll be 1 away. Stadium size. Phew! Here's Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry tonight is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Pirates just had a bit of a scare there, but they managed to hold. But Slot manages to come up with it on a great play. Drabick will look into Slot for the sign. Drabick will wind up. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 5, and Strawberry is going to be frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That will be the second out of the inning. And here's Butler. Butler tonight is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Drabick will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and here's the pitch. 11 is a patient 21, and that's ball 4. Butler will reach with a 2-out walk. Here's Cal Daniels. Daniels tonight is 0 for 3. He's grounded out, struck out, and he's hit into a double play. Drabick trying to get the Pirates out of the inning to put the ball in the hands of Stan Belinda, the closer. Drabick will look into Slot for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 10, and Daniels will be frozen by a curveball for strike 3. That will retire the side. Nothing across except for the walk for the Dodgers in the top of the 8th. Morgan's going to come out of the game. I'll compile stats for him real quick here. Let's see, he went 7 innings pitched, gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 walks. Struck out 1, 2. No hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches. Faced 32. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Steve Wilson. 8.8 1/3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no homers, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts. He will be looking at the middle of the Pirates' order. Leading off the bottom of the 8th is going to be Don Slaught. Don Slaught is 2 for 3 with a double and a homer. Wilson will look in at Carter for the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 57. And against the lefty, that's going to be a ground ball over to third. Harris will get to that one. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Okay, just making another note on the score sheet. Then stepping into the batter's box next is Jay Bell, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Wilson will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here comes the pitch. 5 is a patient 55, and that's going to be ball 4. Bell will find himself on with a 1-out walk. And here's Jose Lind. Lind tonight is 1 for 3 with a single. Could they try to send Bell to second? C3 as a normal? No, they're not going to send Bell. Wilson will get the sign from Carter. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be an in-play 74. It's a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one is going to be Butler. He won't have to move too far for that one, but that will be the second out of the inning. Drabek is going to come out of the game. I'll compile stats for him real quick. Right. Alright, so 8 innings pitched for Drabek. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Walked 1, 2, 3. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty good outing for Drabek. No hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches. Faced 32 as well. Pinch hitting for the Pirates. I'll look at that in a second here. Actually, I think I know who it's going to be. Let's see, who hits lefties well? Coming in to pinch hit for the Pirates will be Steve Buscemi. 3 of his 4 homers coming against left-handed pitching. All right. Wilson will look in at Carter for the sign. Buscemi will brace for the pitch. Wilson will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is a patient 95. And against the lefty, Buscemi will get a hold of that one, and that'll be a base hit. Let's see how many runners, how many bases. That'll be an S8 for Buscemi. So Bell will automatically advance 2 bases with an extra base advancement with 2 outs. So Bell will be at third, Buscemi will be at first, and here's Merced. Merced tonight is 1 for 4 with a single. There should be 2 outs in the inning. Wilson will look into Carter for the sign. Merced will brace for the pitch. Wilson will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is a patient 1. Oh, that'll be easily ball 4. And the bases are now full of Pirates for Gary Redus. Redus, though, tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk. Three Rivers Stadium buzzing. They know they've got a golden opportunity to blow this game wide open. We're going to get some more activity in the Dodger bullpen, as warming up will be... They're going to start Roger McDowell warming up, just in case Wilson can't hold it together here. Wilson will get the sign from Carter. He will set, looking at the bases full of Pirates. Bell at third, Buscelli at second, Merced at first, Reedus at the plate. Wilson will set. Here's the pitch. 5 is going to be a patient 56, and against the lefty, that'll be a base hit. At least 2 runners are scoring. Runner on first will advance 2 bases, so that'll actually clear the bases on a single because of extra runner advancement. So Bell will score. Buscelli will score. Merced will score. And Reedus will find himself at first with a 3 RBI single. And the score is now 7-2 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! And the Dodgers have seen enough of Steve Wilson. They're going to get the hook for him. I'll compile stats for him real quick. He went 2 innings pitched. Gave up 2 hits. Wait, we should be at... Hold on. It was 4-2. So yeah, it should be 7-2. Okay, so 3 runs, all earned. 1 walk. No strikeouts, no hit batters, no balks, no wild pitches. Faced 6. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Roger McDowell. 6-3 with a 2.55 ERA, 42 1/3 innings pitched, 39 hits, 3 homers, 16 walks, 22 strikeouts. Stepping into the batter's box next is Barry Bonds. Whoops, helps if I write the right pitcher on the right team. Roger McDowell has one job, to get Barry Bonds out. Bonds has been pretty quiet, though. He's 0 for 4. McDowell will wait for this. We'll get the sign from Carter. He will set, and here's the pitch. 7 is going to be an in-play 36, and against a righty, Bonds will get a hold of that one for a base hit. That'll be a soft blooper into right field, so an S9. Reedus will score on that one, actually. Because it was two base advancement, but an extra base with 2 outs. So Reedus will score. Bonds will be at first. And the score is now 8-2 in favor of the Pirates. Stadium cheers. Yay! Dodger bench groans. Ugh. Here's Bobby Bonilla. Bonilla tonight is 1 for 3 with a triple and a walk. McDowell will look into Carter for the sign. Bonds at first, not a threat to steal. McDowell will get the sign. He will set. Here's the pitch. 9 is going to be a tough 71. It's a ground ball to second. Getting to that one is going to be Samuel. He'll step on the bag himself, and that will retire the side. What an inning for the Pirates, though. 3 runs, actually 4 runs, I should say, on 3 hits, 2 walks. And the score is now 8-2 Pirates after 8. Top of the 9th, and we will see a pitching change for the Pirates. To nobody's surprise, Doug Drabick is coming out of the game. He had a great outing tonight. Coming in to pitch for the Pirates will be Stan Belinda. 7-5 with a 3.45 ERA and 16 saves. 78 1/3 innings pitched. 50 hits, 10 homers, 35 walks, 71 strikeouts. It was a safe situation as he was warming up, but it is most definitely not a safe situation now. Now it's a situation of Let's nail this one down and get out of here as fast as we can. To do that, he's got to go through the middle of the Dodgers order, the middle bottom, I should say. Coming in to bat for the Dodgers is Juan Samuel. Samuel is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Will we see some ninth inning magic? The Pirates hope not, because they're trying to drop the hammer on game 1. Belinda will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 69. And that's going to be a ground ball over to second. Lind will take that one and throw it over to first, and that will be the first out of the inning. Here's Alfredo Griffin. Griffin tonight is 0 for 3. Belinda looking into slot for the sign. Pirates 2 outs from taking game 1. Dodgers almost need a miracle here. Belinda will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the pitch. 6 is going to be a tough 37. And against a righty, Griffin will get a base hit and get himself on board. Here's Stan Javier. Javier tonight is 0 for 3. Would they try to swipe a bag with Griffin here? He would be a C3, which is only a normal chance. Griffin's going to stay put. Belinda will look into slot for the sign. Belinda will set. Javier will wait for the pitch. Belinda will kick. Here's the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 84. It's a ground ball to short. Bell will take that one, but we'll see if they turn the double play. If it's a 7 or less, game is over. Pirates win. No! Griffin will be thrown out at second. Javier will reach first on the fielder's choice, but that will be 2 outs in the inning. And the last chance for the Dodgers is going to come to a pinch hitter, because McDowell is going to come out of the game. He got his man. Didn't he? No, actually he didn't. He came in. He ended up giving up a hit, but at least it wasn't a run. Actually, no. The run would have been charged to Wilson. That's right, because Breedis was still Wilson's runner. Coming in to pinch hit for the Dodgers, they need somebody who can hit righties well. They're going to bring in Mike Scotia for this one. Actually, they're going to bring in Scotia. Yeah, it looks like he's the best. No, he's not, actually. They're going to go with him anyway. Scotia hit 5 of his 8 homers against right-handed pitching, but right now his job is to get on base. Let's see, he was an 8th pinch hitter. Okay, now that we've got that straight. Three Rivers Stadium buzzing. They're hoping for a good pitch to take control of this series. Belinda will get the sign from slot. He will set. Scotia will wait. Here is the pitch. 7 is going to be a tough 33. And that's going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Lind. He'll stick out his glove, block, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. The Pittsburgh Pirates take Game 1 of the National League Championship Series by a score of 8-2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. For the Pirates, 8 runs on 10 hits and no errors. For the Dodgers, 2 runs on 7 hits and no errors. Doug Drabeck's going to end up with the win. Mike Morgan's going to end up with the loss. Stan Belinda will end up with a hold because he didn't let any runs score, but the lead was too big for a save situation. But that will do it for Game 1 of the NLCS. Tomorrow we'll be on with Game 2 of the ALCS. Sunday I'm expecting to have Game 2 of the NLCS after our video of Mag 23 Guadalcanal on Sunday. As for Mystical Munchies, Saturday we'll be making the last recipe out of the Fallout Official Vault Dwellers cookbook for the month as we make the drink Deezer's Lemonade. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone.